What's up everybody? This is actually Diani, Kenya. Yeah, and for those of you who are watching me for the very first time, I go by the name Junior Dickens. We're actually currently in Ukunda town. Ukunda is actually coastal Kenya. Oh, sorry. There was something on my leg. Yeah, so Diani is actually located in coastal Kenya, and it's one of the touristic places. This place actually looks very sick. It's sick, bro. This place looks so sick. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. It's actually a touristic area. We just have an Indian Ocean some few meters away from here. So as all of you guys know, is that I actually left the village. That was on Monday, and today it's on a Wednesday. Yeah, it's on a Wednesday. I haven't gone back to the village yet, though I'll be going back to the village as soon as possible. Yeah, when the week ends, I think it will end while I am already in the village. Oh my god, I'm not used to recording in public like this. You know, I've been in the village for close to 3 months, so it's very long ever since I vlogged on a public place like this, where there's a lot of people, a lot of vehicles. Yeah, so right now I'm like undergoing a lot of disruption, so you'll just actually have to bear with me. But otherwise, guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching from, and depending the time zone that you are watching from. At the time of filming this video, it's around 16 p.m 4 p.m of East African time. Yeah, and so guys, if you are new here, my channel actually deal with vlog videos, just my lifestyle, travels. Yeah, sometimes I'm usually in the village, sometimes I usually come here the town to live with my brother, my elder brother. Yeah, but most of my life I've been living in the town. In the village I just started living this year, you know. Yeah, it was just this year, so I've not lived in the village for so long, but just recently I've been in the village the longest time possible, for about 3 months. You know, 3 months is actually a very long time for me in the village. Yeah, and I've even got used to village life. Yeah, so you can clearly start to see that here we like really have a lot of white people, meaning that this is actually a touristic place. For those who've been watching me for a while now, actually understands everything about Diani. Yeah, but for the new viewers, Diani is actually a touristic places. Here we have the sandy beaches, good resorts, good hotels, yeah, and stuff like that. Yeah, so I left the village, I came to the town to run some errands, and for the 3 months that I've been away from this town, this is actually Ukunda town. Yeah, there is actually some major progress. Yeah, things have actually changed. Things have changed a lot. Like the last time I left, we didn't have that billboard over there. I can say it's a billboard. We didn't have that billboard over there, but right now I can see we have a billboard, and even the roads are being constructed, you know. Not this one, the one that I'm on right now. No construction is proceeding, but on the other side, and we also have another road just some few meters away from here, like 300 meters, we have another road on that side. Yeah, but the part that I'm in now, it's actually the Diani itself, the beautiful side of Diani. Yeah, so a lot of things have changed ever since I was in this town, you know. I've seen so many shops, so many constructions going on. Yeah, the town is like really developing right now. Yeah, things usually change a lot. Things change a lot. Guys, I'm not used to this kind of environment whereby it's noisy, but yeah, I'll just have to get used to it, because this is what I was used to ever since I was a kid. Yeah, this place actually looks very beautiful. Right now, I'm just from home. I boarded a tuk-tuk. I landed on that side, so I'm walking heading to this side. I don't know if I'll enter the beach or not. Yeah, I don't know, because I have to look for a friend of mine say hi to him, you know. It's been very long. Guys, look. Here they sell some flowers, some trees. Yeah, from the look of things, you can clearly say that this is actually a touristic place. Look, a touristic place. We only find this in touristic places, not any other place, not any other place. Guys, you know, there's a time back when I was here in the town. I was just vlogging in this side of Diani, though it's not this side, it's the other side when you go this way. Then I reached a point, I was vlogging, I was filming at a place which is not allowed. Yeah, it was something to do with the Kenya Police Service, you know. So that place people are not allowed to film, and the police officers actually, look, here they are selling some flowers, some trees. If you want to plant some flowers at your homestead, you can come here, buy some flowers, some trees. Very, very nice. But the prices, I believe, are very high. So if you want to buy such things, I'll not recommend you to come and buy them on this side of Diani. Maybe go buy them on the other side. Yeah, so I was literally saying that there's a time whereby I was filming and I just realized I was filming at the wrong place. How did I realize this? I was passing somewhere, the police officers called me. They started harassing me. Why are you filming on this side? Where are you taking that video? Have you been sent by criminals, you know? So they harassed me, but at the end, they actually set me free. They didn't charge me anything. So ever since that day, I've been afraid of filming in the public, you know? I've been like very, very afraid. Look, here they sell some furniture, and on that side we have some things from the oceans, the coral reefs. I don't know if that's the actual name or not, but here they sell some good furnitures, but the prices here are very high. So someone like me, if I want to purchase something, I'll not come to purchase it on this side of Diani, because here prices are very, very high. This is actually for the rich. Only the rich hide in this other place. Yeah, you see, a lot of activities are going on this side. So let's keep going. I want to be going this side, then that's when I'll decide if I'll enter the beach or I'll go to look for a friend of mine. Look, very, very beautiful stuffs on this side. Very, very beautiful stuffs. On this side we have some big hotels, restaurants. Yeah, so this place actually looks very beautiful. Look on that side. On that side, if you want to rent some motorbikes, that place, if you want to rent some motorbikes, some bicycles, yeah, you can just rent. I don't know the prices, but I just believe the prices are very, very high. Prices are very, very high. I've never asked, but I just believe so. So you see, we have a German Magba and restaurant. Oh, it's this one here. So you can actually see some motorbikes and some bicycles for rentals. You rent one for a day, then after that you return. Woo. This is actually Diani Ukunda. I've actually did, when you go to my channel and check on my travel playlist or even my city life vlogs, you'll actually see a lot of vlogs that I've done on this side of Diani. Yeah, because this is actually the place that I like coming. On this side we have a very, very good breeze. It's not hot, but when you go to the other side of Ukunda town, it's very hot, you know. Here we have an ocean here, so we have a good breeze coming from the ocean, you know. Oh, this mosque has not been completed to be constructed. It's been constructed so slow. So you see on that side we like have another road. When you go that way, you'll actually come to a place where you'll meet another tarmac road. Yeah, so guys, basically here we have the famous Diani shopping center. Yeah, so the people living on this side of Diani, they just come on this side to purchase everything they need. It's like a mall, you know. We have another mall on the other side of the town. It's called Naivas shopping mall. But you know, it's like, it's a distance from here. So someone living on this place, it's very hard for him or her just to access the mall anytime. So we have this Diani shopping center here. Diani shopping center, where the prices of goods are like very crazy. You guys, you know the funny thing with here in Ukunda town, the cost of living is very high. Even buying clothes, even if I want to buy some clothes, some shoes, it's very hard for me to purchase from this town because things are very expensive. Let me clean my lens. Yeah, things are very expensive. So if you want to buy some clothes, you live here in Ukunda and you want to buy at an affordable price, you can go to Mombasa City. Yeah, there's a place called Kongowea or even Marikiti. That's where you can buy things at affordable price. But here in Ukunda, hey guys, the price of everything is like literally very high. Very high. Just from food, even shelter, you know, shelter. Renting a house here in Ukunda Diani, it's very expensive. Someone is calling me. Just a minute. Yo guys, so I'm from the beach right now. It's just on the other side and I'm heading this way. I'm from that side. Yeah, someone just called me and I was having a chat with him. It was something important, so I had to cut down my vlog. But right now I'm heading this way, so stay tuned. I'm heading this way. I want to go check on my friend. Maybe, I don't know if I'll find him or not. Yeah, but I'm going to check on my friend on the other side. So guys, on this side of Diani, we usually have an airstrip. So even if you want to travel from Ukunda to Nairobi, you can easily board an aeroplane here at the airstrip, then travel very fast to Nairobi. Yeah, it's not a must that you travel till Mombasa, then you book a flight. No, you can just book your flight easily from this side. I'm going to show you. It's just, the airstrip is just on the direction that I'm heading right now. It's just on the same direction. Yeah, so this way actually leads to the beach, the famous Diani beach. Yeah, so let's cross the road. So you see here we have the Diani Airport signboard. So meaning that it's this way. This road, this Cabro road actually leads to the airport. Yeah, but so my friend is actually on this side, but I'm not going to be reaching where the airport is. Look at the sun. Guys, let's go. We have an airport here. Actually, by the way, I'm planning, guys, as you know, Africans, let me be precise, Kenyans, most of Kenyans, a very large percentage of Kenyans have never boarded flight, you see, including I. Even in our family, no one has ever boarded flight. But I'm praying to God that very soon I start making money, I board flight for my first time, yeah, while going to Nairobi or even somewhere else. And I know it's going to be possible, because I know when you have a dream and you work towards it, you'll actually achieve it. So for me, boarding a flight will actually become a dream come true. Yeah, because even most of Kenyans, a very, very big percentage of Kenyans have never boarded flight because it's very expensive. It's very expensive for most of the people. Very, very expensive. A lot of the people cannot afford boarding a flight, and that's actually one of the reasons that makes boarding a flight become something difficult. And if you've ever traveled by plane, people usually view you as someone with value, because they know you have the ability, you have the financial ability to even to board an aeroplane, you see. So most of the people usually just travel by bus whenever they are traveling for long distance. And you know, traveling by bus, let's say from Mombasa to Nairobi, or from Ukunda to Nairobi, actually takes a lot of time, and it's very tiresome, you know. It's very tiresome. So it usually takes like about 10 hours. Yeah, just 10 hours, around 10 hours. It usually varies though. So you see, we have some hotels. Karibu Palm Resort, it's on this side. So you see also there we have a Diani Airport signboard with an arrow. It actually leads you to where the Diani Airport is. Yeah, but I just realized that nowadays I don't like Ukunda town so much. There are some days back when I used to love Ukunda town a lot, but nowadays I just realized that my love for this town is actually fading out. You see the Diani Airport sign, and another road is actually being constructed on the other end. I don't know where that road leads. I've never gone to that side. I think one day I'll have to go to that side and see where the road heads. Yeah, I was saying that my love for Diani, my love for Ukunda town is actually fading out nowadays. I don't know, the reason is that I've been staying here for quite a long time. Yeah, and even very soon, I think before the end of the year, let's just say by the end of this year, I think I'll be moving out. I'll not be living with my parents or anybody else. I'll be living alone. And I was even planning that I won't be living here in Ukunda, maybe Mombasa, but sometimes I usually feel like I don't want to live on the coastal parts of Kenya. I want to go to the other sides of the country, not the coastal parts. Yeah. Very soon I'll be moving out. You know, I moved out when I was 16. That's when I stopped staying with my parents, and I was like living with my brothers. That's Derek and Hansel. But again, things changed. I and Hansel went back to the village. So for the few months I've been living with my parents. Yeah, but I think by the end of the year I'll be moving out for good. I don't know, should I go check my friend out? My friend lives in this direction. See, this is actually the direction where we have the airstrip, the airport. But I think that like time is already gone. I want to go home very, very fast. Yeah, maybe I'll check. I've tried to call him, but he's not receiving the phone. And I don't want to go up to his home place. So you see, we have a very, very big construction. So this is actually the part that I was telling you, a lot of changes. There's big transformation on this side. Very, very big transformation on this side. Everything's are being constructed, house, resorts, hotels, even the road itself has been transformed. You know, just some few months ago, like 5 months ago, this used to be a rough road. I used to pass here and it was very, very dusty. It was a rough road. So they actually built a tarmac road here, and now the road is actually good. While I was coming this way, there's a road on that side. This is actually the road that I was telling you. It's 300 meters away from the other one. Yeah, even this place, it's still Diani. Yeah guys, so I was saying that very soon I'll be moving out. You know, you just feel a point. It usually just reaches a point whereby you feel like you're supposed to be living on your own. You don't want to live with people, and not in a bad way, because you know, as usual, you can't live with your parents forever. You have to go, especially if especially if you are a man. Yeah, especially if you are a boy child, you have to leave your home area, you have to leave your homestead, you have to leave your parents' house. You don't have to wait till you are very old, like 29, 30s. That's when you start rushing here and there, trying to figure out how life is. No, that's not the case. So for someone like me, I usually like to organize myself early. Even right now, I'm living with my parents. I've been living with my parents, but behind the scenes, I'm like really trying very hard. I'm working on some things, you know. Someone might just be seeing me living with my parents, then he doesn't know that there's something that I'm working on. But to be honest, there is something I'm working on right now. Yeah. So very soon, you know, just some 3 months ago, I promised myself that by the end of the year, I'll be moving out. I'll not be moving out coming to live with my brother, but I'll be moving out like totally, not living with anyone, not living with family members anymore, but living on my own. That's actually what I like. And I usually say that the day that I'll find myself in a house, I'm paying rent by myself, I'm feeding myself, I'll actually find it very interesting. Okay, I know living by your own, living alone in the house, it's usually boring sometimes, because back in 2023, November and December, I usually used to live by myself, to live alone in the house, and it was very boring. Sometimes I felt lonely, because you know, that was actually my first time living alone. I just used to live with my brothers. So my brother left, came to stay here in Ukunda. Hansel also left. He went far away. So when I came from school, since I was learning on a boarding school, I found that things had actually changed. Look at this place. It looks beautiful, and it's still under construction. Imagine. It's still under construction. Let me stop recording. Yeah guys, so you know, since the cops actually brought me some problems, I'm usually careful nowadays when I'm recording. When I reach a point whereby I feel like my heart doesn't feel like recording, when my man tells me to stop recording, I actually do that, you know. Yeah, I don't want to be in trouble. You know, recording in public is usually something different. You have to be careful. Yeah, so I was saying, back in 2023, I was living alone, and life at that time was like very, very tricky. You feel lonely sometimes. I could even spend like a week. I'm not sleeping in I'm not sleeping in my house, you know. In my house, let me say my house, because at that time I was the only one who was living there. So I could spend like a week. I'm not sleeping in that house. I'm not cooking. Yeah, I'm just coming there to take shower, change my clothes. Yeah, I would go to my friend's place and like stay there, eat there, you know. Living alone is usually very tricky. You feel lonely, you feel bored. But one thing I usually like with that, you can be productive because you don't have a lot of disruptions. And that's when, you know, at a time when you are with people, you are living with people, you usually feel safe. Your mind sometimes your mind doesn't even function. you feel like everything is okay. But a time when you are left in the house alone, a time when you are living alone, that's when you start realizing yourself. You can even be productive. You can think on good ideas. That's actually one of the things that I usually like most about living on my own. Yeah, so probably next year, I usually promise myself that by next year, I don't want to be dependent. I want to be independent. I want to depend on myself fully. Yeah, depend on myself fully. Those are actually my plans. Guys, there's a lot of dust. Look at my legs. And I don't want to board a tuk-tuk. I just want to walk till Ukunda town. It's quite a distance, but yeah. You know, yesterday I also came on this side. Yesterday I also came on this side. I came to look for my friend. I didn't find him. I went home by foot. I felt very tired. You know, while in the village, I usually don't go for a walk. I usually just stay at home from morning till evening. The only day that I usually come away from our homestead is on Sundays when we are going to church, you know. Only on Sundays. It's the only day that I usually come from our home place. So I usually don't walk at all, just around the homestead. But when I come here to Ukunda, I usually walk a lot. So having staying on the village for quite a long time, you know, my legs are not used to walk for a long distance. So yesterday I came, walk for a long distance. I went home. I was very tired. I slept at 7 p.m. Imagine. When I just got home, I slept at 7 p.m. Woke at 9 p.m. I was very, very tired. So after waking up, you know, I was wondering, why am I feeling sleepy very early? And usually I sleep at past 12 a.m. 12, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Yeah, but yesterday I was wondering, why am I feeling sleepy at 7? I just came to realize that I had walked for a very long distance. Yeah, but I usually like walking, exploring. I usually like that so much. So you see on the other side, they are still constructing. In the next coming days, this place will be looking very, very nicely. Very, very beautiful. The next coming days. You know, just like 6 months ago, we didn't have a lot of constructions on this side. You can even see that this place is still a bush. It has not developed that much. So this place is like developing very, very fast. Very, very fast. Very, very fast. Very, very fast. So actually right now I'm heading home. So in Ukunda town, transportation is mainly by tuk-tuks. If you want to move from one place to another, from one point to another, you just use a tuk-tuk. But they are quite expensive than tuk-tuks even in Mombasa town, you know. Here boarding a tuk-tuk, it's quite expensive. But the most expensive is boarding a motorbike. They usually charge you a very high price. So it's better you just board a tuk-tuk. Look at this tuk-tuk. This one here. It's an electric one. It doesn't produce any noise. That's an electric. You know, when I left this town, we only had one electric tuk-tuk. But right now we have a couple of them. Ever since I came here, I've been seeing so many of them. Those are electric. They don't depend on fuel. Electric, they just get charged. Like this one here, the one that is coming depends on fuel. I don't know it's diesel or petrol. Let me hear the... This one is petrol. It's diesel. It's diesel. The ones that use petrol usually don't produce a lot of noise. The ones that use diesel produces a lot of noise. I actually feel that I'm not going to be able to walk till home. I want to reach home very, very fast. Yeah, I want to do some stuff. So that being said, I'll be boarding a tuk-tuk. I want to reach from that junction. Yeah. Let me cross. The good thing with this road is that we don't have a lot of vehicles, a lot of tuk-tuks, so look at this place. Guys, so we actually have a land for sale here. Lumea 8 States Diani plot for sale. 750 square meters. I don't know the price. They have actually put the number there. So this plot that you can see here by a perimeter wall, it's actually for sale. I don't know if I can see inside. Not really. I can't see inside, but it's for sale. So the price of land here is very, very high. Very, very high. It can be even 30 times the price of land in my village. In Majongani village where my parents stay. Price of land here is very, very expensive. I should have taken the number, then try call, just ask for the price, then tell you the price of that land. You see that tuk-tuk? It's actually an electric one. I should have taken the number, but okay, you know why? Since I'm still here, I'll be coming here more often. But I'll actually have to take the number, call the number, hear the price then. I just want to compare the price of land here in Ukunda town and in Majongani village, my parents' village. I'll be doing that. Yeah, I just want to hear the price. I'll be asking for the price. I'll just take the number, the phone number, call them. Yeah. This place is actually developing so fast. Last time I was here, we didn't have these ones here. Right now they are being constructed. So I wanna go take a tuk-tuk. I wanna go take a tuk-tuk here. Even this one is electric one. Guys, here we have a snake parks. I think if you wanna see some snakes, you can come here. Snake parks. Yeah, so this road actually leads to the airport where I'm from. That's why you can even see this signboard here written Diani Airport, and there is an arrow, meaning that when you go this way you actually go to the airport. Let me board the tuk-tuk, guys. I wanna board the tuk-tuk. Let me board this one here. this way is actually the middle of Ukunda town, you know. This is actually the junction. Here we usually have some big billboards placed there. So in this area that I'm in right now, also the prices of things are very, very crazy, man. Here things are very, very expensive. But where I'm heading to, as I'm heading this way, the prices are starting to reduce, you know. This is actually the junction, the main town, the Ukunda town itself, you know. So here, anything that you want to purchase, you basically find it here. Phones, clothes, food, utensils, everything. Whether it's electronic devices, you basically find them here. Butcheries, barber shops, saloons. Yeah. Here we have a boutique. People are doing some construction there. Guys, when you come to the city, to the town, actually people are very, very busy. Everyone is like on a rush of looking for money, you know. Everyone is on a rush. People don't have time to greet each other, make stories, unlike in the village. In the village, when you pass someone without greeting him or her, it actually looks like a taboo. But when you come to the city, greetings maybe for the neighbors, and it's not even a must. Because people are very busy. People don't care about greetings. People are on a rush looking for money, you know. Yeah, and I'm on this side. So this is actually the main road. When you want to go to my village, you go this way. When you want to go to Mombasa, you go this way. So basically I'm just giving you an overview, a view of how Ukunda town looks like. So as I'm going this way, the prices of goods starts decreasing. Things are starting to be a little bit affordable. We have cobblers. You know, in the village you can't even find cobblers. Like in our village, I don't know even if we have cobblers or not. I've never seen one, or maybe it's because I've never like walked, but I don't think if they are. But when you come here, the town, like every business is going on. Every kind of business is going on, man. So when you want to go to Nairobi, these are actually the buses. This one is old. We have another one over there. I think that one is a little bit good. Though we have some on this side. So the good thing with Ukunda town is that you can board a bus directly to Nairobi, or even you can board a plane. You don't have to travel to Mombasa so that you can board a bus. Because you know the regular matatus usually don't, they just travel for a short distance, maybe from Lunga Lunga to Likoni ferry, that is Mombasa, you see. Then don't travel for long distances.